Hello and welcome to Roadcraft. If you want to be a smarter, better, and safer driver, you're in the right place. In this episode, you know what stopping distance is, but how good a judge are you when it comes to estimating it? Probably pretty important if you want to stop in time. So let's get going. Stopping is easy, right? You push down on the brake pedal and the car stops. Most of the time while driving, we don't give it a thought. That is, until we're faced with a situation that demands we make a rapid deceleration to avoid a collision or maintain control through a corner. The problem is, at that point, it's mostly too late to figure out how much room you need to stop in time. So let's see if we can figure it out now. If you were to read a review in a car magazine, it might list the braking distance for a given car. Braking distance is a measure of vehicle performance, but for our purposes, it's not very helpful. We're not professional drivers on a closed course in ideal conditions. Plus, the real distance is a combination of braking distance, which is how long it takes to stop from the moment the brake pedal is pressed, along with perception, the time it takes to recognize a hazard or a need to respond, and reaction, the physical action of applying the brakes. Together, these two are called perception reaction time or response time. Combine the distance you travel while responding with braking distance, you get stopping distance. Already, you can probably see we're not going to get an exact distance here. Stopping distance models often use a response time of 3/4 of a second. Actual research suggests that's a wildly optimistic number for many of us. Plus, that's assuming an alert driver looking at the road. It'd be a bit longer if the driver is looking away, like maybe checking their mirrors. It'd be a lot longer for the distracted driver trying to compose a text. 1.5 seconds puts us at a more realistic response time, but the actual time varies depending on a bunch of things: age, driving experience, gender, how much sleep you've had, your mental state, distraction, impairment, darkness, glare. You can probably add to the list of influences for response time. Now, once you hit the brake pedal, there are factors that affect braking distance. The vehicle you're driving, the condition of the brakes, the wear on the tires, the road surface, the road condition, the weather, and the grade of the road. Assuming, and this is rarely a correct assumption, but assuming an alert driver in a properly maintained vehicle on dry pavement in good condition, we can estimate stopping distances for given speeds. As you can see, the response distance has a linear progression, while the braking distance is exponential. That's physics for you. The kinetic energy of a moving vehicle is 1/2 its mass times its velocity squared. And if you're not interested in equations, here's all you need to know. When you double your speed, it takes 4 times the distance to stop. Now there's the math, and then there's reality. With so many factors influencing stopping distance, we can only make informed approximations. And it's okay that we don't have an exact distance because humans aren't very good at estimating distances anyway. Like, how many of us could measure off 229 feet, or whatever distance you need to come to a stop, just by looking? Besides, you don't want to leave yourself the bare minimum space for stopping. You want to leave room for surprises. If you're always driving at the threshold, any small event pushes past the point where you have the time, space, or mental capacity to respond safely. Now, what can you take away from all this? You are the most important part of your vehicle's stopping distance equation. Driving focus will give you a reaction time that far outperforms any increase in vehicle braking distance as measured by a performance test under ideal conditions. The braking distance from 60 miles per hour to 0 for a modern car ranges from under 100 feet for a high-performance sports car to around 140 feet for a large pickup or SUV, with most vehicles in the 120 to 130 foot range. At 60 miles per hour, cutting your reaction time by 1/2 second is worth 44 feet. The braking distance of a car is barely relevant if you're not focused on your driving.